Goldfield Open between Peter Ebdon and Barry Hawkins. Here we go, some highlights from the first 4 frames.
What that shot was all about. I think he thinks sometimes he gets the ground confused.
Yeah, Mark Davis just been interviewed there, just stating that Peter Ebdon was colourblind when he played the brown.
Yeah, it's in one of my office, isn't it?
Well, here we are, just preparing for the start of the 5th frame of a possible 8 here. A probable 8. They will play 8 frames in this afternoon session. I think Peter was just short of a little of his mineral water on his table. Barry Hawkins, though, isn't short of form on the table. A 57, then a 74, and then a 106, highlighting the 3 frames that he won after Peter had taken the opener. So there's confirmation of the scoreline as we continue the final here. Best of 17 frames altogether. 4 more to be played in this afternoon session, and then a possible 9 in the final session this evening. And Barry Hawkins playing some very, very positive snooker in those 3 frames he won. And it'll be interesting to see whether he's managed to maintain the momentum following the break that, as we commented, Mike and I, he probably wouldn't have wanted at that stage.
Absolutely. The way he was flying. Hang on, he's really knocked this blue in.
He has knocked the blue in.
Yeah, he would have wanted to have stayed out there, so he's got to refocus and just remember what he did in the first half of this session. So Peter's got a little bit to do here. But Barry at the moment looking very good. Well, if he got another 3 out the 4, he could really do some damage.
Very interesting statistic there, isn't it? Almost 42 minutes playing time at the table between the two of them since Peter last potted a ball. Remember that Barry had a 106 prior to the mid-session interval, and the frame before that he had a 74. So this could end that lean spell. Not yet. And it's just rolled over that middle pocket. There's a red actually near the black which might go as well, which would leave Barry on the black, Mike, as we look at this attempted red again.
Well, that's just purely lack of table time.
Yeah.
But this red on above the black might go.
I think it might, in which case I'm sure that's the one Barry will take rather than one in the middle.
Well, no, it won't actually.
No,
you can see it from that camera angle. You can't see it.
One.
Well, he's in again here, Barry, but he needs to disturb something. They're all covering each other at the moment, so he needs to get into this pack with a bit of power. Just done off the side cushion.
Now, has he been lucky this time?
Yeah, he's got one there. He's got one to the middle, he's got one into the corner.
A couple of times in those first 4 frames he went for the split and didn't have such good fortune. Yes, couldn't get onto the black, so attempted to come down for the blue, just a little short.
Well, this is exactly the right tactics from Barry Hawkins here. We were chatting at the interval there, Mike, in as much that he knew that once he got the chances, he had to score heavily and keep Peter off the table, because that's what Peter's been doing all week with his opponents, keeping them off the table. This is absolutely perfect tactics for him.
It certainly is. It's just down to his ability to keep the concentration going over this long spell that still lies ahead of him.
There was that half chance that Peter took on to the right corner but missed it again simply because lack of table time. It's 42 minutes and counting since the last pot for Peter Ebdon. That's a long time. Imagine at this level that it would be nearly an hour since you potted a ball. It could be. Yes. If he clears up here, it could be.
And Barry's been just a shade fortunate there, cannoning into the green and still leaving it on. And also a nice angle to come back up for the next red. Well, we've heard of Peter Ebdon being called a force, but I would suggest that the force is with Barry Hawkins right now. Remember how Ricky Walden forged on in the Wuxi Classic a couple of weeks ago against Stuart Bingham. Finished the first session 7-1 ahead. And eventually won 10-4. That's propelled Ricky up the rankings somewhat. In fact, he's now provisionally up to number 10. Well, still on the blue, but once again, the wrong side of it.
Yeah, these boys are playing for 1,000 points today, actually. But Barry just behind Peter as we watch the replay. And he would, well, in fact, even if he wins today, he'd still stay in the same position. And that was Peter's at number 19, Barry at number 20. It would be Peter that would advance up one more place above Ali Carter if he won today. Of course, it's all points added towards the first cut-off point in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, once again, note that Barry, a natural left-hander, will play this shot with the rest right-handed. Always found that rather curious. As a left-hander myself, when I played club match snooker, I was still a left-hander with the rest, and still as incompetent as I was without it.
I admire your honesty.
Well, I like to get my self-deprecation in first.
Well, it seems like normal service resumed at the moment.
Yes, and that is bad news for Peter Ebdon and his supporters. I haven't seen Barry playing this well for quite some time.
35.
Oh, has he finished right?
Perfect.
I think he's just held up enough.
Well, he can split these three reds now and just give himself a little bit more room around the black spot. At least nudge the other two out of the way. Well, you can do nothing about this. Look at this, 304 points without reply and counting. You could do nothing about this sat in your chair. You can. You probably throw things at him and try and distract him, but that's not the done thing. This is super stuff here from Barry.
Clinical.
Well, his confidence must be so high at the moment.
Yet another half century, Mike.
Another one that Peter's had to sit out.
51.
Has he got there? I think he's just about got there, actually. He's got a slight angle on this blue. And there's that red just between the pink and the black spot, which he can play on. Just come off that right-hand cushion. And you just fancy him to win the frame here. Finish that fourth frame off for the century. Well, red and black required here, but if he's straight on this red, I'm just wondering whether he's just checking to see if he can pop that black from the left-hand side there. I think he can, if he gets low enough on it. Yes, he'd already checked that. There's no problem. He's got enough room. So it's looking like 4-1. And that wasn't in the script at the beginning of the day for Peter Ebdon. He caught the red the wrong side there. He wanted to hit 64. The red lower for this one there, the black. We'll be going into the black, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, Peter already needs snookers and this to really make sure.
Well, at the moment it's only one snooker, so Barry really needs to keep his concentration level high here and make sure of this red, because that would take it from one snooker to 3. There it goes. He's not finished yet.
Well, this is high quality. It really is high quality.
69.
Can he nudge these reds open now from this yellow? Just catch the pink, that would be perfect. Could be seeing back-to-back centuries if he gets this one right. Oh, he's on one.
He certainly is on one.
He's on a roll, I know that. Well played. Fortunate to push that red safe.
Might get the angle off the black to just fall in behind that red. It's an ideal left-hander's shot, Mike.
79.
Well, yeah, I wonder if he's going to go around the table. He might just screw directly behind the red now. Well, again, you know, this is great stuff.
86.
Oh, I thought for a moment that would hang. I think he thought so too.
Yeah, he didn't understand how that's gone in.
Oh my goodness. He's banging them in for fun.
94.
It'd be nice to see the century.
Oh, from distance, that was a terrific pot. Now, don't let us down, Barry. Back-to-back centuries, but we need green and brown. You need green and brown.
99.
This is very impressive.
You're not kidding. There it is, 2 in a row. His 110th. He's not been a prolific century scorer compared with a lot of his contemporaries since he turned pro in 1996. But this is 4 frames in a row after Peter Ebdon took the first, and it's just got better and better. His breaks have just gone higher and higher. He's gone from a 57 to a 74 to a 106 and now to a possible 121 if this black goes in. Which it doesn't. Well, he's missed one. So it was 114 following the 106. Terrific stuff from Barry Hawkins, who now leads 4-1.
No need for snow in the Summer Grand Prix. They fly fine without it. 7 rounds up to October, then to find an ace green jumper.